Ugh. What's going on, everyone? Obviously, we are going to do a water change on. Uh, it's been over mixing over 24 hours now, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I was waiting for Jacob to get here from obviously Fritz. He's supposed to still get here. He went to my making LFS rounds. So he went to the LFS. So my LFS took a second box of salt that I opened to finish off making my 100 gallons from the other box. Remember me guys telling you guys that they were, I thought it was the same lot number, came from two different lot numbers, the salt. But so he went out there, talked to them, what they do, supposed to, go check with shops and stuff like that. Uh, he's gonna I think they're gonna test that salt that second box as well. Um, but we'll see with that. But anyway, we're going to do this, and if Jacob comes, then we'll get him to get on and stuff like that. But first, I gotta shut some stuff down. What's up, man? What's going on, y'all? Yo, 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 yo. What is up? What's up? So, yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know it is that time because I don't want to wait too late on it. Uh, all right. What is up? What is up? I'm glad you're in a better. I'm definitely in a better mood. Um, it is what it is. Get my hose here. Hold on. What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing? Sorry, I'm sitting here trying to. Going to get a little noisy. We got salt mix, fresh water, salt water, and my Python hose for the tank. And where am I? Sorry, guys. Is the chat working? Chat's not working. Yep. Oh, thanks, too, please. Sorry, guys. It's actually, dang, a lot of people commented. I'm glad Fitz is trying to find solution. Yeah. Like I said, though, I just think a lot of people think that trying to, sorry, I'm trying to do this and do you guys at the same time, which is, hold on, I bet you, let me get this tripod. So, like I said, first I was trying to get a hold of it, and I was like, dang, is it coming or what? Because I thought they were going to be here, or should I say he was going to be here. Let me see. Chat's working. Chat's working. It's like it's not scrolling itself. What the heck? Get her done. All right. Is that gonna? It's not gonna do it itself. What the heck? Tank is doing okay. Tank is doing okay. Okay, it's gonna get. Um, yeah. You know what I really wish that I had that box that I opened when all this started, that first crack. But oh well. All right, let me turn on the water to start siphoning. So what's up? What's up? I gotta shut down pumps and all that too. And start off my day. Now to get back to you guys. What's up, everyone? What's going on? You wished you switching now to pure. No, I guess it's good for about 6 months. Um, hello, Rico. Bought some Hydro 26 LEDs. When I plug them in, it take like 2 minutes for them to turn on. What does that mean? They're messed up. I have no idea. Never had any Hydras. 52s, never ran them. So honestly, I can't. You'll just have to get on YouTube, double check, see how that is. Yeah, this is what puts my off a big tank. I'm still gonna buy one though. Okay. It sounds like your audio is cutting in and out, Rico. What the heck? Are you serious? I don't know why my audio would be cutting in and out. Audio cut out until close. I have no idea what that's about. All right. Is it still cutting out? Uh, maybe it was in. Wow, bro, you are old school. All the technology and plumbing, you're still using a Python. Sure am. I have a drain system that's going right now. So what I do is put the Python hose there, turn a lever, it creates the siphon, goes right down the drain. You right. That's what it does. Video cutting out for me. Is it fixed? Cutting out. Still cutting out. What's up? What's up? You know, when you uh, walk away from the camera, your voice gets low. Audio is cutting out on me also. Connection slow. Uh, no idea. It was fine earlier, so uh, the internet should be fine. I have no idea it's the salt. I didn't even know I had two different batch numbers. So that's I didn't. I was looking at the one number. I didn't even know I had two different batch numbers. One of my local LFSs came and took the brand new box that was open. So we went through the remainder of one box. Um, didn't have enough, had to open another box, uh, and use a small amount from that box. And, and that's, I talked to you guys about it. He came by, he took the salt so he could try to see what's what. So he was doing his own little experiment, trying to do, he did a 50-50, no live rock, no nothing, no dry rock, just corals. And he had it for probably since it started. So um, he didn't see any bad results for himself. So, but that was a different box number as well. Um, but it doesn't matter because ICP was taken out of this tank too. So, um, hey Rico, what is up? I don't have the batch number. I already got rid of the salt when I was ticked off. I said it on one of the live streams, I thought, or was it on Instagram? Somebody asked me, and I said both batch numbers. So was the outcome. I remember earlier the guy with Fritz was with, did he find out what's wrong? No, he's just out here doing his store tours. Was with you, and he was going to check. He didn't say anything about checking water. Um, uh, Whatever. He was coming by to see the system. Thanks, too, please. Appreciate it, my man. What's the latest update? We are draining the aquarium. That's the latest update. We're going to be pumping in a fresh batch of saltwater. So that's what we're doing. We're draining and going to pump back in. And then we're going to mix a new batch. Hey Rico, so dinner. Hey Rico, I just finished work. Okay, so the RTN is at a halt. Yes, the RTN and stuff stopped. It's at a halt. Things don't look good, but things ain't got any worse. Uh, should have gave the guy at least the guy a list of corals you want with title gardens in your mailing address. And well, real talk. Uh, are they paying for my corals? Probably not. New batch of Fritz or Neomarine. This is Neomarine that's going to be going in here. We're gonna just do that because I have. Yes, Brightwell sent the salt. If you guys didn't hear me, that Brightwell reached out. They wanted to help. They sent the puree and then sent the salt. So yes, if that's what you're asking. Um, Still chilling. If I had to go, I couldn't go get all the salt that I need immediately at any of my LFSs. So not that much. Um, this is the first water change. Yeah, with Neil Marine. Yes. I did do. Hold on. I haven't done all the tests yet. Um, I did test the with the DKH is 7.6
and the phosphates on it's 0.02. I didn't do calcium yet. I still got water on the side for that as well. So I still got water to test calcium, magnesium. So that's what I got to do too. Ugh. So new to your channel, how's it going, Drew? Is now marine Brightwell salt? Neo Marine is bright. Yeah, it's Brightwell. That's a lot of high quality H2O. It's early on the issue, the salt, so I'm obviously going to wait to ask what you noticed with livestock, but any complaints or quirks with the salt that you weren't expecting prior to mixing. As far as I know, no. Not to be funny. Um, all I did is, test, see what the salinity was, and let it mix 24 hours, like it says. They say you can use it sooner, but I just checked just to make sure salinity was good. That's all I did. Can we see the corals are doing? Glad you are doing water change, and hope it works out. I can't get a shout out. Love your channel. Christian's corals. And you're going through. Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. Is the quality of Neo Marine better? I listen. I've only used Ancient Ocean. I went with Fritz. I went through 15 boxes of Fritz. People are going to take any of this and just flip it and construe it anyway. I went through 15 boxes. When I opened up the new batch, I did, it's 200 gallons. Okay? I was doing about 50 gallons, say, between 40 to 60 gallons. Usually it's about 40, probably 50. The most was ever 60, right? So, small batch. I did a batch. Stuff was whatever. Okay? Didn't dine on me. Water change. So, I did another one. Yeah, so I decided when I did another one, same thing was happening. So I put carbon on. Start running carbon, waited for a while, went ahead and said, you know what, things are still not looking right, things ain't looking good. Let me go ahead and do a 100-gallon water change. So before I went to Florida Magna, no, Rico, not fixed. What's not fixed? The internet? I mean the live stream? Anyway, so before I went to Magna, the day before I did another carbon change and did 100 gallons. And when that 100 gallons, whatever, that was it. So it's all right. It is what it is. Working fine now. Yeah, I don't know what happened or why the internet was acting the way it's acting. So, no idea. All right, I'm gonna shut off. This is the M1. Does the frag tanks. So that does that. So I want to stop that. Python draining water. All right. Hopefully it's not acting all sketchy. And okay, so why I drained let's stop the frag tank. So the water left in there. So on the one side of the frag tank, because I'm eyeballing 100 gallons, I don't have a mark. So I'll go down as far as I can. I'll start pumping back into the tank here, and then what's left in the barrel. Um, Basically, what I'll do, if there's anything left, then I'll siphon from the frag tank. You know, a little fly. I'll siphon from the frag tank so I'll have a better idea, because I know that's like 60 gallons. So, anyway, let me put you guys back up here. Excuse me. Anyway, so no, I was glad to have lunch and stuff with Jacob and stuff. Like I said, I think a lot of people just tried to run rampant with the whole situation. You can't accuse somebody if you don't have the evidence. And you can't say it's a company's fault if you don't have the evidence. And I just want to show people. I mean, yeah, am I mad? Of course I'm mad. Who ain't gonna be upset about what's going on with something like this? I mean, who ain't gonna be upset? I have nutrients. I have these things in my aquarium. People say low nutrients. Well, my stuff's always been 1.0 or 0.01. It's 0.03. Today we did it. It's 0.03. And it usually stays at 0.01. Okay, I feed a lot. I tested this salt to see if it has phosphates. 0.02. So that's good. Live stream is not great. It's not great quality video. It's very pixelated. I don't understand why, guys. I really don't. I don't know if we're getting some kind of cross interference here or something. Tap to confirm or update emergency information call, Wi-Fi. No idea. Sorry, guys. I have no idea. Looks fine here. Okay. It streamed fine for me. It's fine. Okay. I have no idea then. Picture is good on my end. All right. I have no idea why it's on some and not mine. Video's okay. This end. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. I'm not... I was really upset, about the situation. I'm really upset, obviously how individuals are, trying to accuse, be more of a judge than I am. And it happened to me. It's like, how is anybody else mad? Like, this is my problem. It's like, nobody can be more upset than I am. I just didn't understand, I guess a lot of the stuff that I was seeing on social media when it comes to, bashing a company, because I didn't bash the company. Not one time did I bash the company. All I can say, it is what it is. I know at the end of the day, they're going to take this other box that I got with this other lot number and test it. That's what they can do. I don't have the other box, So there's two different batches. So, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to show people I was glad that I got to, meet Jacob, my LFS, Jewel from Triton Marine, my wife, everybody got to sit down and just have a good lunch and, whatever. And I was glad you guys, see that there's no hard feelings between us. So, I know that, like I said, there's a lot of people that experience the same thing. Take me out the equation. What has anybody else got to say? At the end of the day, nobody can say that it is, and it could be just one big coincidence. I don't know. At the end of the day. As much as people want me to say certain things, it's just not going to be for me to say, So, and that's it. I'm moving forward. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to move forward. And guess what? If my tank bounces back, so great. That's what we are here for anyway. To let this tank bounce back and come to its glory and thrive and just become a one awesome reef. That's it. You were honest the whole time. You said again and again, I have no proof of what's happening. I can only tell you what I did. And you know what, KC Nano? That's all I can do. You know, if I'm going to be crucified for that, then, you know, it is what it is. But that's all I can do. I mean, the worst thing is accusing somebody of something and you have no proof. That is pretty messed up if you ask me. So the fact is you have been reefing for over 20 years. You know what's the best. And you're right. I do. And also when I don't have proof on certain things, and maybe I have my suspicion, but suspicion doesn't create uh, hard evidence. I just move on. That's all. Just move on. I mean, a lot of times I think people think that, well, there's no denying all the corals that are gone. Like, if, people are going to be like, man, you had a whole bunch of corals in there. What happened? What do I say? Well, something happened. I don't know what it is. Well, what happened? I mean, you didn't do anything? Well, yeah, I did do something. I did a water change and stuff was looking ugly and stuff was checking out. I mean, would I still get the same response? Or, do I just not say anything at all and just be quiet and say, hey, who knows? And just keep it moving. I mean, I guess I could have said that. I mean, whatever, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's the bad part of this hobby. Nothing ever is ever the same from tank to tank. It's all right. You're right. You're 100% right. Thanks for also being honest and being straight up. I truly enjoy your channel. You have been a big inspiration for me. Thanks, Scott. I mean, like I said, I only can do what I see, and I'm just sitting here doing this water change here, and that's it. I'm going to see how much comes out of this, and that's that. It's about time, I think, to go ahead and flip the switch for it, but still stunning box of water. Props for, hey, thank you, man. Vinny, he is moving on to, yes, I'm just going to go with Neo Marine, and I've heard good things about it as well. Never used it. At the end of the day, I will use it, and by some strange act of God or something like that, if this doesn't work out, then I'll just go back to what I normally do. Live rock and instant ocean. I mean, what else am I going to do? I'm not going to keep whacking my corals off. That ain't happening. So, I heard a lot of good things about it. They're the ones that reached out and was like, trying to help me out in the situation. I give them a shot. You know what I mean? Give them a fair shake, give them a shot, and use it and see what happens. It says a whole lot when they say, hey, we want to help you out and send you this, and, get your stuff back on track. It says a whole lot. I mean, obviously they must believe in their stuff as well. But I think that goes for any salt manufacturer. I think all of them believes in their stuff. I just think sometimes things happen and it's just an unfortunate event. That's it. That's it. That's all. I think that might be 100 gallons. I don't know, man. That's a lot right there. All right. Let me, you guys watch this for me. I'll be right back and switch the hose around. All right. All right, we got new water going back in. Hello, hello, hello. Fill her up. Yeah, we're gonna fill her up. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, we'll go ahead and fill her up, and then what's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? We're just filling her back up, and let her do her thing, man. Trying to. Hey, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Ah, a little dirt right there. Yeah, appreciate that. The water is moving here. Like I said, there's 100 gallons here. So, let me get that. See it? Coral on its side. You know, these wrasses like to move stuff too. Sorry, I'm looking. How long do you think it will take to change over to the new salt? I don't know. It's a lot of water. So, me personally, also from what I know, is that that Pureit stuff is supposed to bond and lock stuff up as well. So, it's supposed to help. You know, maybe I won't have to do so many, but I still need to do quite a bit, I think, of water changes. Tell us about the salt mix. Did you wait 24 hours? Yes. So if you guys watched the other video yesterday, this has been 24 hours. I started the other salt about 5 o'clock yesterday or whatever. Actually, I don't know. I did a video. Okay. So I got to put out the video of me mixing the salt. That's what it was. I did just to drop a video versus live. I'm pretty sure I did it live. I can't remember one day to the next right now. I always mix for 24 hours as well. Well, that's what it says on the box. I was told that I could do it, pretty much mix it within 24 hours or 6 hours. I should be fine. But then again, it's like I got so much going on. I got nothing but time at the moment. So I went ahead and just did this and call it a day. You know what I mean? Just wait the whole 24 hours and that's that. I had the exact same issue using that salt. Everything started going and I kept doing water changes and things just, yeah. Like I said, it is what it is, man. I think a lot of people that, I have no harsh feelings towards Fritz. You guys see me at Fritz booth. You guys see me at the show with Fritz, hang out at their booth. There was a couple things that I didn't like, with this whole, situation. I felt like there was a certain individual taking jabs. But, that's their problem. They're, at the end of the day, mad because I said something and I shouldn't have said anything at all. That's not my problem. I didn't, I'm not saying I know how it seems, and I know because of what I've said, and I did this, and this happened, and oh, well, you're just accusing. Well, I have every right to speculate what's going on, but I don't have the evidence. And I just wish people can just get that through their heads. And I got to move forward. That's at the end of the day. My channel's got to stay positive. I can't deal with the negativity or people that want to be negative. I mean, if they do, I just got to block, delete, and keep it moving. Nobody is, there are some people here that want to see drama. At the end of the day, there's a lot of people that just don't care for that type of stuff, and will just move on because it's drama. And it seems like there's a lot of drama, and nobody can say one thing without becoming drama. And that's fine. They have an opinion too. But if it is being brought here, I'm just being honest. The wife, myself, boop, boop, gone. You'll just have to keep making all the fake accounts they got, and that's that. I'm allowed to say what I feel, and I would never accuse anything or anybody unless I actually have proof, scientific proof, in black and white, anything like that. If I ain't got that proof, there's no sense of just flat out bashing a company and flat out just giving them the business if you ain't got that proof, whatever that other box of salt batch is. I'm sure Jacob, they would go test that batch too. So everybody with that batch number, if that batch is good, they'll let you know that batch is good. You know what I mean? I don't know if they will or won't, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But like I said, it was 2 different batches. They're all listening and watching right now. I don't know. Oh, probably. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's fine. You're right. What Jacob have to say when he comes? What Jacob have to say when he comes over? He's just coming over to check out the tank, check out the setup, and check out all that stuff. He's allowed to come here. I mean, he works for the company, but outside of him working for the company, Jacob is we've been cool for quite a few years now. Like, that dude is a cool cat, man. He is a very nice dude. Obviously, even though we're cool, he's got a job, man. He works. He's got to provide for his family. He's got a paycheck to make. Even if he had even a personal feeling about something, he's not going to say it, and I don't expect him to say it, and I don't expect him to jeopardize his household for anybody or his money. As a matter of fact, I don't expect anybody to do that. I'm not going to hate the man because he works at, the company, and I'm not hating the company because I don't have any proof. So at the end of the day, it's just one of those things. I'm fine. It hurt. It hurt like holy crap. At the end of the day, they see, people want to blame. It's always the people. It's never. It can never be a company. It's always the people. Attitude. That's fine. I'll take it on the chin. But guess what? I'm going to keep reefing, and I'm going to keep doing what it is that I love to do, and that's it. It's a setback. It's a complete setback. People can say whatever they want at this point. I'm over the madness. I'm over the being mad. It is what it is. I'm already excited to get back on track, and that's it. That is it. So if Fritz having problems from other people, that's them. That's got nothing to do with me. I've said my piece. I've said what I said for the last time on this channel. I'm just telling you now. For the last time on this channel, it's a done deal. I'm moving on. I'm filling up my tank. I'm going to see, hopefully everything bounce back. I do have, nitrates and phosphates and whatever. And yes, they might be low, but I feed really heavy. You guys will see a feeding of that as well. Because I'm sure we'll be on here long enough for it. Actually, we already been on here for 40 minutes. 7 stages of grief, man. You keep doing what you've done in the past. You'll be back before we all know it. Hey, man, you are 110% right. You're 110% right. No matter what, Rico, it's refreshing to see you handle everything like a professional. Well, thank you, man, because I'm going to tell you right now, it wasn't easy. It was not easy. And yes, I do want to point the finger at somebody. And yes, I know what I do. And yes, I know I didn't do anything any different from what I've ever done in the past. And yes, it's so easy to point the finger. And yes, it's easy to point the finger with no scientific proof, no proof at all. Did I do it though? As mad and as hurt as I was and all the stuff that I lost, did I did it? No, I did not. I bit my tongue. I bit it completely off. I tried to, play the situations over and over in my head. And you know what? At the end of the day, I would have been dead wrong if I would have said Fritz killed my stuff without any proof. I would have been dead wrong. And you all know that. And for all those that, do that and say what Rico said and said there, go back to every one of these videos and go get that up out of those videos. If I said Fritz said that, Fritz did that. Go get it out of one of those videos. Show me. Period. I didn't. And I wouldn't do that unless I honestly had, Yeah, well, I bit my tongue because you can't, I wouldn't want to be blamed for something I didn't do. I wouldn't want to have bad papers put on me for something I didn't do. I mean, not to be funny, come on, man. I know there's a lot of people that have their own personal issues, maybe with companies out here, and they really want somebody to just give them that business. At the end of the day, man, I'm not your person for that. Unless something was done delivered to me, or unless something was done and I know for a fact and I got the evidence to sustain what I'm trying to say and prove, that's one thing. But if I don't, y'all can't look at me to go ahead and bash a company. And that hurts people's jobs, man. That hurts people all the way around. And I'm sorry if some of y'all had bad experiences with this company, and that's why what is being said, and how people are handling this situation. But on my end, like I said, man, I went through 15 boxes and didn't have any problems with it. And you guys know I was going through these boxes. You guys see these corals doing their thing and encrusting and all that. So it is what it is. I don't have any proof, man. I wait for ICP, come back. That's all I can wait for. And at the end of the day, hey, I'm going to just keep it moving. I'm going to try this see how things go, and that's it. If they bounce back, okay, cool. Okay, maybe it was something. If I don't know, I just don't know. Sorry if I'm hurting people's feelings, and I'm not bashing this company. I'm not bashing them. And trust and believe, if I had some proof on this one and all the money that went down the drain, I'll give them the business. But at the end of the day, I can't. And I'm not going to go down that path of defamation of character or just talking just to talk for my channel to grow, or talk because people want me to, and all that stuff. I'm not doing that, and I won't do that, and I refuse to do that. So I'm happy. I'm good. My stuff is filling back up. That's it. That's all. That's all she wrote, as T.I. would say. That's it. Back to the basics. Adding my hippo and fox face. Well, no one has bugged them at all. They aren't tiny as well, and rest of the fish, I don't know. Given the situation, having lost so many frags, you could not have handled that any better. Stay positive and don't let the haters bring you down to their level. Thank you. And I wouldn't. I mean, listen, listen, man. I kick it with Fritz. I mess with Fritz. We go out. We have fun at shows. We do all these things, man. I just don't understand sometimes how people just speculate so much and have so much to say. I don't know. Like I said, man. Sean, we sat down, we talked, we might not even see eye to eye on things. I'm just going to be 110% honest. We might not even see eye to eye. He might actually don't even like the ground I walk on. At the end of the day, he stays civil with me. I'll stay civil with him. You know, he see me, Rico, what you drinking? You know, whatever. You know, he's never, whatever, man. Um, I'm not going to bash them if I don't know. And that's just plain and simple. I just want people to understand that. And I never did say it. So for all the ones that said I did, hey, man. Exactly. I shouldn't have to keep repeating myself. All I know is we doing water changes. That's what we doing. So we'll see how this goes. That's all I can do. Let me see how this is Yeah, we doing water check. Let me go check and see how much water in that. Man, we only did about 40, man. It's coming down to about 60 gallons still left. Wasn't the rocks. You must have did something wrong. You know what? If that's what makes you happy, guess what? Then I guess I did something wrong. That's what makes you happy. You want to hear. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I turned my calcium reactor off, and maybe I pissed too much in my aquarium for ammonia or something. I don't know. All I know is I did this happened, and that's it. I'm not repeating myself. Maybe it was me. If it makes y'all happy, God damn it, it was me. I did it. I don't know. But I know what it is, man. That's it. If that's what you want to hear me say, then damn it, if that's gonna make everybody more amped to go ahead and Rico said he did it on it. Hey, let's go. Let's rock out with it, man. I don't know nothing, man. I ain't been doing it. I only been reefing since yesterday, so maybe I made a mistake. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Maybe I did. I'm just saying. I have no idea, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I got drunk and peed too much in the tank, man. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I have no idea. All I know is what I did, and stuff said goodbye. You know, that's what happened. Said goodbye. Can't be a player without the haters. Love, yeah, you're right. The whole family been secretly peeing in here? Oh, so now the wife is saying the whole family was secretly peeing in my tank. See, so my wife and the kids did that, man. The wife just sat there and told y'all. So now everybody run back and go tell everybody. Go ahead, get back on social media for and tell everybody we found out what exactly happened. The wife and the kids peed in the tank, man. They peed in it. Why you peeing my tank, man? Why you peeing my tank? He up there laughing, man. Kid laughing. So basically not saying it's the salt, but you are saying change nothing but the salt, meaning, hold on. You are saying it's the salt without actually saying those words. Man, hey, how about this? You take it for whatever it's worth, man. You know, I mean, if people judge a jury on here, man, and just want to run whatever, how about y'all just take it for whatever it's worth? How about y'all just do whatever? I said what I said, and I ain't gonna keep repeating it, man. That's it. R. Kelly must have came to the house. I swear, man. It's either Tyrone, R. Kelly, somebody, man. Tyrone. You know, I don't know, man. Oh, let me get back to all right. Reverholic. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, VP Reef, man. I'm just saying, man. What's up, man? You ain't my real dad. You mad? Stop. I'm just playing with you, man. At the end of the day, man, I'm just reading what's going on here, man. Stop it, though. You ain't my real dad. Stop it. I understand what I need to do. I still got love for you, VP Reef, man. If you don't be mad at me, man. Don't become another one of the haters on me, man. I don't want nothing else, man. I don't want no problems, man. I don't want attack. Look, here about this, y'all. I bow. I'm good, man. Positivity over here. Positivity over here. I'm good, man. I bow down. I bow down. Hold on. Let me get some drainage. Okay. We still pouring. We still pouring. Hold on. Let me mix. Let me turn on the gyre again. All right. Let me get a good mixing. CJ didn't bring his chicken legs by, did he? Nah, man. I ain't getting no chicken feet. I ain't get the chicken feet, man. I think you better get some aminos. And then I do know some aminos, man. Where they at? Where's my aminos? What the heck did my aminos go? I thought it was right here. Did I move them to do the water change? I have aminos, man. Hold on. Let me calm down. This is the garlic I use. What I do with the aminos, man? Did somebody take my aminos? Man. Hold on, man. They done got me. Hold on. Hold on. We starting on that. I don't know what happened to my aminos, man.
Dad,
What?
I drank it.
You drank my aminos?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that, man?
I don't know.
You better give me my damn aminos, man. I'm tired of y'all pitting in my tank and drinking my stuff, my aminos. Anyway, yeah, I got aminos here. There's only a little bit. We got about the bottle about right there, man. These damn kids, the whole family, pissing in my tank and drinking my aminos, man. Better put a squirt of aminos in there. Hold on. Let me check the water source. Hold on. Hold on. All right. All right. All right, let me see. Does that mean what happened? Too many aminos? Yeah, that is too many aminos, man. You got the whole family pissing in the aquarium and drinking the aminos on top of it. Look, the new Ricky and Lucy over there. Lucy, I am home. Let's see. What's up, OG Fish Room? What's going on, man? The Ozzy and Harriet show. Hey, man. Sell you that JBJ. Let's go. Nah, man. I got to get that JBJ away, man. I get stuff, man. I'm not in the business to be making money off of, stuff, like that, man. I really ain't. I'd rather just give it away. Like I said, I would give it away. I asked people before, what should we do to give it away? Really didn't get a lot of comments on it, so I guess it just sit here. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. Right now, it's just hosting Chicago near minute right now, so we gotta have to. Let me pick y'all up. We're gonna go into a noisy part of the room. All right. So if you're wondering why that's up, just for any sunlight to not hit my protein skimmer. I know. How hard you got? Heard you got the Trident connection. Y'all would have been at the show. Saltwater Aquarium Day. I had 6 of them to give away for my subscribers, and whoever was there kind of got them. Hopefully maybe if saltwateraquarium.com comes to Chicago or something and they have some more, I'll put some up for y'all. Hold on, and we'll do a game or something, and whoever, you know, and be able to have the ability to buy one. How about that? Nitrifying bacteria, you got to keep the lights low until recovery. Yeah, the lights been low. Is the fish room of a man, what? Let me see. Of a man that doesn't know anything. Yeah, man, it's a fish room. Man, I don't, look, man, I just started reefing yesterday, man. I really, look at it, man. This is a fish room of a person that I just started yesterday, man. I lied about 20 years or 24 years. I lied about that to y'all. I'm telling y'all now, I lied, man. I apologize. I lied. All I know is I just got all this, and yeah, man, I just figured I'd just hook some things up, and it all worked out for me. It just worked. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what y'all want me to say. Y'all accept my apology? I don't know what to say, man. Can I, and my wife and kids over here laughing and all kinds of stuff, man. They're over here ready to climb on the thing and pee in my tank again. Like, for real, man. We over here just trying to figure this out. Can I get the siphon? I gotta siphon some water. Can you? Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. They over here. Hold on, y'all. Look, I'm over here talking shit. There go Jacob right there. He here. He done got here. I'm over here talking shit. What up, Jacob?
What are you talking shit about?
Well, I'm talking shit about Fritz, man. Fuck Fritz. Can't stand him. No, man, I was just saying, man. I'm just letting people know, man. I ain't got nothing against Fritz, man. We got to clear this shit up. Maybe, people want to know what's the real. It is what it is. People are like, well, Rico, you said you did this, you did that, but you're not saying it's Fritz. People want you to say it's Fritz, but how can you accuse somebody without any evidence of anything?
Well, that's why we're here. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Take it step by step, folks.
So at the end of the day,
learn it. I mean, it's something that I've gone through it as a hobbyist. I still go through it as a hobbyist. You're going to go through it as a hobbyist.
It is what it is.
Let's just,
and then
all you can do is work through the issues and take it step by step. So
that's it.
Let's do that. Let's take it step by step and go from there.
Just a fluke. Yeah, can be just a fluke. So they said, what you think of my fish room, man?
It's my first time here, guys.
Yeah, this is his first time here. Sorry for the noise. And I'm getting ready to move the thing and sight water out of this frag tank so we about 50 gallons. We're about halfway into that. So what water's in here left should be able to fill that back up, and then that's what it is.
Why don't you give me a rundown on what?
Okay. All right.
Let's take this system step by step, sir.
All right.
It's beautiful.
So this is a typical hoarder setup. Okay. So I use 2 Vector L1s over there as my returns. Each one of those returns are separate right there.
Very good returns.
Right.
Love the Ecotech.
Yep, we got Ecotech. We got a calc stir that it's not ready for, obviously.
Right.
We have my big, humongous calcium reactor. We have the peristaltic doser pump, KMAR. We have the electric carbon doser, which is the best on the market. It's very precise in what CO2 goes in here to feed the system. And we have a reef octopus.
Big reef octopus.
Yes, reef octopus, huge skimmer for 8,000 with the 10,000 bubble blaster on it. We do keep phosphate between 0.01 to 0.03 with all that because I feed so heavily. As you see, frag tanks is tied in. That is on one pump. That's the Vectra M1 down here.
Don't be afraid to feed your tanks.
No, I tell people to feed. I feed heavy.
Yeah.
So we have probe holders, float switch, which is really high right now because I'm doing water. 2 heaters, and then a J-boat pump that feeds the reef octopus. And then I just put those bags of pure in, and 1 vector L1. So we have 2 pumps in, 2 heaters in this system. No pumps over here in either one of those systems.
Is this the carbon?
That is that pure stuff. So, yeah, that's the pure. So, just rock. That's all that's in there. Rocks and frag plugs, because obviously I like the biofilm on my frag plugs. It seems like the corals grow 10 times better. And it's part of the filtrate, you know, whatever. More surface area for bacteria. So,
We know bacteria.
right, they know bacteria. Oh, that is my 35 gallon per day unit there. That's the owl top off. So 1 pump in there runs all the way around, and it tops up right here, this line here, for fresh water. So it goes in the sumps and mix it versus straight into my frac system, which already has there. All that. This is how the corals are doing here. Yeah, just really whatever. This is Aqua FX. This is new as well. This was put in Orlando. Reef Orlando. I brought it home. They showed me, sent me pictures of building this for me. 3 100 membranes, settlement, catalytic carbon. I can show you the package on that, and DI resin chamber with a booster pump. So this is for chlorines or whatever as well.
I run a 6-stage chlorine deluxe.
Yeah. So, there's the one letter on the home, which came from a person that followed the channel. Yeah. And it's, what you call it, nothing happened that. Yep. So, but, friends, and those markets that always check out, I thought they were, and they're not down there. So is everything else is. What's up, guys? Sorry, we're just going through this real quick and looking. What's up, y'all? Roa Foss made my tank look like teeth. I don't know anything about Roa Foss. You know anything about Roa Foss? I don't know anything about Roa Foss. I have no clue.
I have to order the piece right there.
What? Yep, there's a couple of them that was unaffected, even in the main tank. So, yeah, never said I lost them all.
Oh no!
I didn't. I don't know if somebody said that or something, but nope, never said that. But pretty much all these were affected. You know what? All. Besides this inactive right here, which is faded, but it still has. Those are those
super faded.
Yeah, that was LA Lakers strong practice. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yep. And even in there, it's all faded as well in the main tank.
Still looking at. I haven't.
Sorry, guys. We're going.
Afraid that phone's gonna fall off of that.
Well, it'll be all right.
Sorry to hear that, by the way.
I don't even want to know. Never mind. Don't talk about now. You know.
Family.
Yeah, I still got stuff to pull off that you can see the devastation there. All those heads, these are tight, then I don't know what. head over here, chalice there, right here, the Monty, plus all those corals over there in the corner. Here's a high-end chalice here, that one that looks like a whatchamacallit. I'm trying to throw that, trying to hold on for dear lives for that. Yeah, that one, it's very weird.
And this clam.
Not affected, or the shrimp's not affected. This.
One of the most delicate creatures
Look at
in the
this.
ocean.
That's the only coral right there waving. That's one of my original pink lemonades from my last system. Is waving. And this is what they do. Temps burns in the middle, up the sides. It's crazy. It's like some hot grease or something got on. Oh, down here, around like this will start around the edge here. This one started there. My can came here. Even the A can on this one took a dump. This is right here was Garth Bonsai, faded all out. Yeah, it's crazy.
Still filling?
No, it's not filling. I'm gonna, because I stopped and I was talking to these guys. Bacon grease. Yeah. Well, I don't want to mention other people. Right now, I'm just worried about what was going on in my tank. If other people obviously had problems, that's up for them to discuss or get a hold of whoever. This clam kept going, like swelling up and closing its both doors and kept burping like a mug, like it kept trying to burp itself. That's one thing it did do. That all faded and stopped once that purine is in there. So, yeah, as far as cords, these are only 2 cords, and yeah, this is not. So, that's the only 2 cords, because we're waiting on my stuff to be built as well. And drywall stuff, ain't gonna do that. This stuff ain't even flaking anything. Yeah, you can't even scrape this and get anything off of it. But yeah, you guys got questions. You guys got questions for Jake. And to be honest with you, if you have questions for him, you better keep it nice. Because if you don't, block and ban. So, aquariums that I didn't do anything on, I'm tearing these down. This aquarium here is probably, we can run a test, it's probably maybe 3 BKH, maybe 4. Doesn't get water changes, hasn't got water changes, and protein skimmer's not on. Calcium reactor's out of CO2, as you can see, it's on 0, doesn't work anymore. So this thing has been running by itself. Now, with that being said, with all that going on, here, let me turn this off. As you can see, yes, we got detritus in here. We got some algae. We got some good-looking corals for being in a non-taken care of tank. Pieces that are in that tank versus this tank. By the way, I know it's kind of whatever. Here, let me get it. Should I get I got a bucket or something. Sorry, guys. I'm just showing them the frag tanks we're getting ready to tear down. That ain't gonna do much, but whatever. Yeah, this is my I don't do nothing tank, because we're going to tear it down and we're going to take all these, clean it up, and put those frags in the frag tank that's connected to my aquarium. But I couldn't do that, so I'm stuck with it for right now for here. Jason Fox looked the Sears, all that, and I put that piece on the ground. That's a new piece. This Jason Fox. That's a new piece. I just threw that in there because the other Jason Fox was up here on this rock and it's gone. Dead. So I took that chunk and threw it in there because I got more of it. Just to see if it's going to go too.
And from that piece right there?
From that piece. Well, actually it's from that bottom. I broke it off that plate. Yeah. Let's see. Anybody? Question for Jake. Has Fritz ever had proof of bad batches in the last few years?
Proof of bad batches? I honestly,
He just started in January.
absolutely, I did.
So I don't know if you guys know that. So there's probably some questions you guys want to ask. I don't know if he knows the answers to some of it because he just started. So I don't know.
As far as I know personally, no. I've been using Fritz salt for 3 years now because
Right.
I had issues with other
Yeah.
manufacturers, which
Mhm.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no,
names,
right.
But honestly, to my honest knowledge, no. Every batch is tested 3 times, first, 20th, 40th box. As far as DKH, calcium, magnesium, ammonia, pH, and phosphates. So if I could have any one of those numbers for any person.
What does Fritz have for phosphates?
0 phosphates.
0 phosphates.
I can show you the multiple times I've looked up batch numbers to see 0 phosphate, 0 ammonia, 0. Well, that's just the 2 zeros.
So I know why you guys are asking that. First off, even though that I used 15 boxes of Fritz, it did knock my phosphates low. And I think you think that maybe by doing some water changes that it knocked my phosphate low. That is really hard to do with A, auto feed that it feeds 4 times a day, C, feeding so much frozen food, 6 cubes of frozen foods, plus broke off plates of food, in doing 40 to 60 gallon water changes here and there is not going to drop it. I kind of figured that's why you're asking. How much you getting paid to be there? You getting paid anything to be here? I think he's just doing his job and
I
running
get
it.
paid every day.
He gets paid whether he's here
So,
or
I
there
just-
or whatever.
I just saw a question come across for how long should Fritz salt be mixed.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend, and we recommend you mix it until it's clean and clear, 20 to 30 minutes. Turn
That's
off
what
your
I've
pump.
always heard.
Turn
That's
off
what
your
I heard. And always turn your pump off.
Yes.
And that's what I do. I got mixing stations that mix. And here's one thing I don't do. I got my pipe comes into the top. Okay, feeds on the bottom so it can do this circle thing. I always bring the water up to that pot, past that pipe, so I don't get a bunch of aeration splashing. I just get a
Check out
consistent mix.
What Tom's question was.
Where did this one right here?
No,
Or
go
up?
down, go down, go down. Tom,
Oh, that's. I know.
Tom,
unanswered
Tom
question.
Reefman.
Yeah.
Let's check out his question.
Okay, how many boxes in one batch?
40 boxes. It's
Yeah.
40 boxes is 1 pallet, 1 batch.
Sorry, Tom, I didn't see your question.
I like turtles too, Eric.
But yeah, I mean, we can. Yeah, we could run a full test right now with this, and this is absolutely probably unacceptable. And I run it, and we could go to Tidal Gardens and probably still get the same because of this, because it just does that. We can do that and drop it, and it doesn't grow much. It grows very slow because we're not adding anything. So this has been just like this for quite some time. Frost came over and cleaned up, had a lot to clean up. Actually, he lost a lot of my stuff in California there was a lot of my stuff in there.
I had just left. I didn't even see it
Yeah.
happen.
So, and I just wanted to show that, like, this tank is literally a forget it tank. Whatever's in there is in there, and it with hair algae here and there, and yeah, we could run a full test on this, and it's like you'd be shocked what the levels are. Does Fritz test for all minor and major elements? I don't know about that one. all minor and major. I
Honestly,
can't. I don't work there. I can't. I don't know.
honestly, that's not a question that I've ever been asked. I could definitely get that information, but honestly, I know that we do have 2 ICP test machines in-house that tests all of our parameters. So most likely, yes.
Yeah. If you run a but every batch. I think it's every batch.
Yeah, every batch is always tested.
What about Anthony's question? Excuse me. So if we don't see your question, just retype it. So please, because obviously it's 200 something people in here. And okay, what does BRS back Fritz? Why doesn't BRS back Fritz? But so many others.
I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that people don't know behind the scenes, and I don't have the authority to talk about stuff like that. So let's move on from that.
I mean, yeah, I don't want you to do anything jeopardize your paycheck. Us.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
no,
he said, okay, cool. Yeah.
I'll just put it like this: Fritz Aquatics supports local stores. Does BRS? Okay, that's all I'll say. Can you find the info on why?
Can the salt test, I think he's trying to say, test for ICP question mark, the batch before your holiday? I'm not grabbing what he's throwing there. What does all calcium and mag mix up to in Fritz Blue Bucket at 0.026?
At 1.026, that's the higher end of the spectrum. Our parameters range from 8 to 9 DKH, and that's from 0.024 to 0.026. So at 0.026, you're going to see the higher end of the spectrum in between, I would say, 8.8 to say 9, right at 9, maybe 9.1, depending on the salinity. But one thing I would like to add is a lot of people, and I made this mistake myself, calibrate their refractometers with RO instead of calibration solution.
Why would you do that? Because that's going to be 0, and calibration solutions at
It's always
35 parts
35 parts per trillion.
All right.
Well, it can get off.
Yeah, because I run fractometer and I always keep solution. It's right there because I just tested this new batch to make sure it was mixing up exactly where it needed to.
Absolutely.
And it was spot on. So, but I guess my thing is why I have never to do it because you're going to get 0. You know that.
Right.
Like I think you leave room for error with that for some reason versus having something that says that. So if you got a solution to test against, like Hannah Checkers has test kits that are sold to test to make sure that the things are saying what they're supposed to say. Yeah, I never had to actually calibrate mine either. So I maybe that's just because of how I handle it.
Well,
From day one that I got it, I've never had to take the screw and bring it up or down. Thank God. But yeah.
but always back up your backup.
Yeah. I mean, Saltwater against Hannah against Trident, vice versa.
We've all
I ain't
learned our
got-
lessons. I've learned my lessons to back up my test kits.
He says, I use RO water. Yeah, I guess, I'm not going to say it's wrong. I just think that there are certain things that are made to do certain things. So I want to make sure that, because here's the thing. This is what will happen. When you have a boo-boo, they say, first thing they're going to say is, did you have calibration solution? Well, guess what? Whose fault again is it? Yours. For not buying the calibration solution. So it's a situation sometimes that you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. You can use RO water. I'm not going to tell people to use it or not use it. It's really, I think it's up to the person's discretion, personally. I don't know.
I mean-
there's so much that is.
In a scientific setting, I mean, why wouldn't you use calibration solution? It's very cheap, and
Yeah.
once you use it, once you calibrate, you know exactly that it's going to read right. So I do know people that have gotten their refractometers off using RO water. But
Yeah,
if you
so they're
don't,
forgetting about chlorine and tap water. I don't know. I don't know. I guess to each his own on that. I don't want to keep digging into that. Like, I mean, because some of these questions is like you got to kind of, it's like, well, this person said this or this person said that, and it's like, I don't know if that's good idea. But it says, does Fritz Red Box lose its high parameters after being mixed and kept in the mixing station for 2 to 3 days?
I honestly
I
have
think
never,
if you don't mix it and disturb it, it should stay. Right?
I have never used Fritz Red Box, but
Me
I
neither.
personally have used Fritz Blue Box
Mhm.
and mixed a batch and kept it for 5 days, and it kept its parameters without, like you said, without
And then Jamie's,
without mixing.
yeah, and Jamie's Reef said he uses the red box and it doesn't drop parameters after a week.
Yeah. So, like you said, do
I
not,
don't
do
touch
not
it.
mix it.
Yeah, don't keep mixing, disturbing. Cancel also alleviates, elevates, what? He says as well, and will start to read higher, elevates as well as it start to read higher as well. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with mine elevating or reading higher or any of that stuff. Test calibration fluid, Milwaukee, always. Actually, I don't. I just, after so long of having it, I throw it out and get another one because it's like a couple bucks
Yeah.
for calibration solutions. Like, so stupid not to just, do that. So back to the system. Instant Ocean says use tap. If they're wanting to say that, that's their salt. They say use tap for their salt, then so be it. I don't know if there's a difference on that.
Instant Ocean says use tap.
Yeah, to calibrate fractometer. I find that manufacturer would tell you to use a different product. Now you're being held liable if something happens. I'm not getting into that one either. Do you think that if the salt was found to be the problem, would Fritz do the right thing and pay for Rico's? Listen, people, I've said this a million times. Even if it did, Fritz do whatever they want to do. I'm not asking him. I'm not, people said I should sue. I'm not doing none of that. Just for the record, I'll leave this up. We don't have to go that route. I know a lot of people. Jacob knows people. Well, go ahead.
Fritz is always going to do the right thing.
Yeah, I'll just let Jacob talk.
So we're just here to. Well, I'm here.
You're just looking over everything.
I'm here as a hobbyist.
Right.
I have my Fritz shirt on because I visited stores in the area today,
You're right.
and I'm here to check things out, just
Yeah.
to see what's going on.
I mean, even if he wasn't here just as a hobbyist, and he's here representing a company, and he wants to do a walkthrough my system, I'll be honest, he was going to come Monday, and he made his trip, I guess, today instead of Monday, whatever reason. I'm going to be honest, when he called me to whatever, I was heated. Like, I'm cool, I'm done. I said nothing against Jacob, but that's how I felt. And today he was here, and I had time to calm down too. So, it is what it is, man. Thank you for showing up and answering questions with all the bull crap people say one way or another. That to me means you are an honest person and say they want to say thank you. I don't know.
Well, listen, guys.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I had a great job before I started with Fritz Aquatics, not even in this industry.
I remember that.
I
You were
would
bored.
not have left a great job with great benefits to work for a company that I didn't believe in and trust myself. So, let me pull up some pictures of my tank.
Yeah. So fractometers tell you in the instructions to use RO. I use calibration fluid. Here's the thing about calibration fluid. I have 4 bottles of Aquacraft and they all read different. Yep.
This is my personal tank, and I would not trust anything else with
You're right.
yeah. So never heard of Fritz.
I find that strange.
Fritz has actually been around for 40 years.
But no, just with social media, how's that happen?
Yeah, Tom, sorry, I just got some bad news a few minutes ago before I walked in here from my family. I apologize.
People also, you have to remember, we are human outside of social media, and we do have world problems and home lives that are, I mean, not to be funny. We all have bad things that happen, and we still try to pull it together just to do what it is that we're here to do in the first place. So apologize everybody that if we're missing something, just please keep repeating it or something.
No, I was reading a comment from Kyle, the aquarium guy. So, so look at it as a test tube. Your mixing station is kind of like a test tube. It has no variables, or it should have no variables.
Right. Right.
So when you mix it in the test tube, and then you add it to your tank. So your tank has the variables, the bacterias, all the different, I would say mostly bacterias and elements in the water that keep it, your salt stable once you add it to the aquarium. Now, in your test tube, your variables can be your mixing pump and an open air container adding CO2. So that CO2 breaks down your ionic bond, your calcium, your magnesium. So those can be those variables that happen in your mixing station, and then adding it to your aquarium.
Here's one thing that I can say, and once again, if people want to blame me, and not Fritz. I don't know. One thing I don't do, which is a learning experience, and maybe I can make you guys be more aware too. I don't test any batches of salt. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have big mixing 105 gallon totes. I dump, I test the salinity of it, get it to temperature. Once it's there, I do the water changes. You know, those are some things that I don't do. Maybe we should be doing those things. I've never done it in 24 years. I just do that. Reasons being, I don't. This new salt mixes up at, I wrote down, from the Neo salt, I only did 2, and I still got water to test for calcium and magnesium. 7.6. Fritz mixes up at what?
8 to 90 gauge. And like I said, in that range of 0.224 to 0.26.
They also have 0.02 phosphates in the Neo marine salt that I've tested today. Okay, that is 7.6. My aquarium runs at 8.6, 8.7 ish with DKH. At the end of the day, the water volume and the changes that I'm doing is really not dropping my DKH or raising my DKH. My calcium reactor just keeps things pretty much flatline. But there are other elements that could be through the roof. I don't know. I can't test for them. I don't have the test kits for them. You know, people are telling me 10 or arsenic. Check. I mean, stuff that who the heck? I don't. You got to get an ICP test for those things. I don't know if you've seen a comment or
About,
I don't know which one it is. Or,
oh, if he switches salt. I always recommend to tell people, do things slowly. If you're gonna change your salt, then you do 20-gallon water changes weekly. Do 10-gallon water changes weekly.
that's it. I'm on 1,000 gallons.
If you
Even
do-
if I did 100 gallons on 1,000 gallons, I did it for 10 days straight. That is, I'm diluting first off. That's only to me 50%. I would need to do 2,000 gallons, as far as I'm concerned, to kind of get a full, and that's not even a full. You see what I'm saying? It would take like basically 3,000 gallons. I'm just being honest. So for me, doing this switch, I'm easing in. So, you know, listen, at this point, I got nothing else to lose. I mean, there are corals left here, whatever. I don't want to lose them, but I'm not stupid and going to just do, you know, I was recommended to do a full 1,000 gallon. Never in a million years would I do that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Sorry, guys. I see a lot of, ask Jake to do an ICP.
I've offered.
Yeah.
And I've also offered to do
And I ain't-
ATI.
Yeah. Well, you said ATI, right?
Both.
Oh, I didn't know about the other one.
Yeah.
So he offered to do both. Now, remember I did 2 cups of water? This is before I did put the chemi stuff. So do you want this cup of water?
Absolutely.
Just so you guys remember when I was live and y'all told me to get cups and save them. Here's the other open cup that I put in my ICP test too. Just saying.
Are those tank
So that's
waters?
2 cups.
That's the,
This has been sitting here for
that's the
how many?
IC
2.
that you
Both
use
of
that for
these,
ICP?
both of these, I did 2 cups, and that's what the ICP. This is the ICP test
Okay.
we sent out.
Let's get
So,
here. Give me a piece of tape and a Sharpie or something,
we got
so we can mark this.
Sharpie. You probably don't need a piece of tape. You probably can write on it and stick. That's permanent. I don't know.
Tape?
Or you want to get them?
Yeah.
Where's the tape?
I have no idea. Oh, I got a tape gun.
Do you have
My tape gun.
Do you have another specimen cup?
I got plenty of brand new specimen. And that's another thing. You guys all see me getting out the new specimen cups too.
Never mind, yeah.
Because I was worried about cross contaminating. So we get new cups.
All right. I want you on that. That's-
Oh, you want a piece of this?
Yeah, I just don't. I hate to write on the cup, so.
We got, what do you need, a piece of paper? Or you want to write on?
That's fine.
He even got my fingerprint on his tape.
Here. All right. Now with this one, we're gonna get the RO.
Oh,
ATI does RO. So
they do RO. They do tap water.
who does?
They do.
Oh, they do.
It says on the thing.
You sent 2 samples.
I sent the makeup water,
Okay.
this water. I didn't send that.
Which water?
Tank water.
You sent tank water.
Mm-hmm.
And the salt mixed water, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, no, I need just straight RO.
oh, you can get that. Yeah. We can get that from down here. Here.
That's what the ATI does. So you sent a mix.
I sent.
What was this? What day was this? Last week?
Wednesday,
Wednesday?
Yeah, whenever on my live stream, so yeah.
and we sent the stuff out Wednesday.
Was
So they
it?
came on Wednesday.
That was the 4th, right?
We sent them Wednesday.
Oh,
They
yeah.
went to casino.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty sure it was Wednesday.
All right.
What, none?
You know when?
There you go. Whoa. Oh, dude, you got the lid.
I do not have the lid.
So to see what's in the
Um,
RO water.
You can see what's in the RO water. Take.
Hold on to that.
You don't put more salt in the water, right?
Yeah. Peekaboo!
Today's the 10th? 11th?
Now I know he's gonna take it and put it in his car and spit in it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That might be a bad joke. I'll probably start some more shit on that. Hey, that's a lot, man. No, I'm just saying. He said don't. Hey, people don't know me by now, man. I don't know.
All right.
Here's it. This is.
Okay.
Make sure. Is that dry? Yeah. Cool.
Oh,
You're good.
you got a box?
Oh yeah. What do you want?
How about, what's in that?
Put that microphone down.
You need some.
Nope. Let's
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
let's put them in here. You got anything to kind of wrap them in? Perfect.
Put it in the water or just dates, or how does that work?
What is that?
He wrote on it. He put the.
Yeah, I put. Let's see, is it?
Like,
Is it upside down? or-
Yeah.
It was? Oh. You sure?
Let's make sure. It felt like it was. No,
I think it
you
was.
had it right.
I had it right. That's what I thought. I'm like, it all leaked out before we got to it. Can someone fill me in? I watched some of the previous videos, but is there an explanation on why his tanks are crashing? Well, it's not tanks. It's one system with the corals frag tanks that are tied. So it's really one system. These tanks, as you guys know, I just don't do anything at all. Ever thought about not doing water changes? On my 300, I didn't do a water change. For any of you guys that's been around since I did that one. So, tamper, tape. We're not going. Gamma D, I'm not worried about tamper tape here.
Thank you. Don't cut me.
I'm not. Come here, Fritz! No, I'm not worried about tamper tape, man. It is what it is. As far as contaminants, I don't know. I've never been through this. I've said this before. I've never been through this at all. He said, don't cut me, laugh out loud. Yeah, Phil, that's what he said. I've never been through this. And this is just me being, honest. I was really upset. And even though I was really upset, it is what it is. You know, I said that. But one thing I didn't do, and nobody can say I did, whoops, is say it is Fred's fault. I just want to, I've said it a million times, and I know VIP's gonna say, stop repeating yourself. I feel like I have to because that's all I've heard. Now, Jacob's in denial. He acts like he ain't heard nothing and nobody said anything. And he's over here nervous as hell right now, trying to, and he's trying to get this box taped up.
I can tell you this, as much tape as I'm putting on it, it would not be worth tampering with.
So, also, I told you guys what I use as far as my replacements. These cartridges. So Aqua FX, like I said, they got really good stuff. For you guys that want to know what I do in my RO units, these right here. Period. You pay a little bit more for those.
I've never personally used anything from Doug.
Yeah.
They're great people.
Yeah.
I personally use Buckeye Hydro, which is located in Cincinnati. For my replacements.
Now, just real quick. My RO unit is new, but we have made some lots of water, so it should still be fine. Just saying. Just give the guy props for doing the best he can to get it figured out. I'm not giving him anything. I can't stand Jacob. As much as I no, for real. You guys, I mean, we right. My wife loves him, so I know when I'm gone, that's who's pissing in my aquarium and trying to sabotage me in my YouTube channel. I'm just saying. Say that with a straight face. Anyway, no, it is what it is, man. I want people to.
They're not gonna be able to test it.
They not gonna be able to test this, man. He ain't stopped with my tape, man. I do want a tape replacement. If I don't get coils, I at least want tape
I've
replacement.
got one in my truck.
No. Things that suck with RTN is when the skin falls off and blows around. Well, yeah, things were just gone. Poof. You know. But it is what it is, man. I mean, they want to, he did say it was what, four days or so, or Friday, I think it was. Friday, was it Friday or Saturday?
No, it's Friday.
Either way, he called and I got irritated because he's like, hits me up with a text, you got my number. And I was like, motherfucker, who? I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? There it is. There you go.
I know you've got my phone number.
That's what he said. Now the way it came out on the text, this is why I don't like texting. You know you got my phone number. I'm thinking like, man, I got all this stuff over here dying and you worried about me calling you? Just saying. So I had to remember that he is my friend, and I'm not going to hold him responsible for who he works with or who he works for. He got a paycheck, he got a family, he got kids, he got everything. You know, at the end of the day, that's not what it's about. I was mad, so I didn't want to hear what he had to say anyway at that point. He said he was coming Monday, but he's here. Today's Tuesday. So at the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference. I want to be fair as well. I didn't have to hold on to these cups. I didn't have to do that. So those cups that I got from y'all, I didn't have to do that. This cup here is left over from the 2 ICP tests that I sent out. He's got the full. You told me to take 2 of these. And it's still on video. So, you got to give the people benefit of the doubt too. And that's why I said I can't blame them at the end of the day. Did Fritz pay overtime? I think he's shooting. I think y'all shooting for whatever. But
I've still got a 4-hour ride home.
yeah, and he's still got to go 4 hours.
Yeah, he said he can't stay long.
Yeah, he can't stay long. So I got to finish water changes. I think we're going to, unless you got anything else you want to say, or you guys
I
have
didn't
one.
even know we were on live until I heard your big loud mouth coming in the door.
There you go. So this ain't rehearsed. How much do you think you lost in corals? Oh, well over 10 grand, man. Those are all high end. I just got a 9-pack from Top Shelf that was and I got the email and the value of over $1,600, almost 2 grand, that was in there before I left, that I just put in there. I got a video on it and I didn't even put it out. I don't even have the corals to show the corals in my aquarium. So that was just 9 corals. There's a stump of those high-end corals there. There's a stump in the frag tank that are there. At the end of the day, listen, people said they would help me out. We'll get this thing back on track. I don't expect people to jump the gun, switch salts. I would never tell anybody to do that. Y'all do what y'all gonna do. I went through 15 boxes. I didn't have a problem. I said that. I openly said all these things. And at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be, if I had actual proof, trust and believe, with Jacob here, it ain't gonna stop our friendship. He might get bullied on the other end, or so, I don't know. I'm just saying, it wouldn't stop our friendship. I would just give the business. That's what I would do. It's not that case. I'm allowed to take my RO water, allowed to take over one of the cups that I had. Let there do. He went to my LFS. I told you guys that he got the box that, well, it's not the original box. It was a box that I just opened to add to make up the full batch to get my other 100 gallons in. I let my LFS take it. My dude, Steve Shan, Aquatica, he did 50-50, whatever. He's not saying that. He called me 3 days later and told me he didn't see anything on his end. Like I told him, I didn't even know there was 2 different batch numbers, but it didn't matter. It is what it is. That is water before the Pureit. That is RO water as well. And that's it. Plus, I sent out the ICP. He's going to do a IC or ATI. ATI, and is that it for those? ATI. So there'll be an I guess ICP on my end that I got, and then ATI on their end. So, and I don't know if are they in house?
No, ATI.
Oh, so that's what they're going to do. I don't want to hear anybody say, "Oh, they're in house for these guys."
ATI is a German company.
There it is.
Like ATI lights.
Time will tell the results. At the end of the day, I'm not convinced either ICP or ATI is going to say anything. I'm not personally convinced. I could be wrong. Hopefully it shows heavy metals. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so because of the clam and the shrimp. Those things should have checked out. I'm just saying. I've been doing this long enough. What's everybody's favorite reef salt? That's irrelevant. Rico does discover. All right, so if there's no more questions, I'm going to say goodbye to Jacob. He's got a 4-hour ride. And you guys, I'll finish my thing. I'll leave this up. You guys can have whatever, go through it, talk, whatever you need to do. But I'll catch you guys later, okay? So one more question, and that's it. Thanks for your time, Jacob.
Thank you.
No takers. Watch it be super high zinc. All right, so we're out of here, guys. Thanks, appreciate it. We're not answering Tropic Marrow, Red Sea. I'm not answering that. He's not going to answer that. So, at the end of the day,
They're both products.
they're exactly. You do what you do. Use what you use. Catch you guys later. All right, bye.